next Universiade is a really positive sign, and that's going to be an emotional opening ceremony when that happens in South Korea.
Yes, that'll be a fantastic battle, and it'll be an interesting selection as well, I should imagine, to pick that team.
I wonder how they will select it. I mean,
very interesting.
Early days now, but at some stage they're going to have to say, and vaulting especially, because I suppose the women are slightly stronger in the north than the men in the south, so it might not be quite as difficult as one would imagine.
Yes, but North Korea has some excellent male gymnasts as well. I remember Gil-soo Pai, an Olympic champion on pommel horse, Ri-se Gwang, an amazing vaulter himself, not here today, but they have the armory to really make some impact, so it's going to be very interesting to see what they get up to in the coming years.
So we're going to go on to our next event, rather, and it's the beam now. This is all about concentration, keeping one's cool, not making the slightest mistake. We've got some great exponents of that art. Anna Dementieva, Hyang Pak, Sakura, Noda, Aliya Mustafina, who's already got 3 gold medals. Minobe, who's a 2-time Universiade champion. Ellie Black, Canadian. We talked quite a lot about Ellie. She could pick up a medal here. Yelinzi, Zhang, and Pia Tolle from Germany. So the beam, the names to look out for here, Paul.
Well, the 2 Russians, certainly. Anna Dementieva qualified in first place with 15.3, closely followed by a triple gold medalist from this event. 15.2 for Aliya Mustafina. Minobe will be hoping to get into that medal tally. Did very well in Shenzhen 2 years ago. She qualified 3rd with 14.35. But beam, a very exacting piece of apparatus, and the nerves in the final could tell as they try to walk along that 10-centimetre wide piece of wood.
Yeah. So Mustafina has kind of done a Minobe here, because Minobe won 3 golds 2 years ago. She got that team all around. Beam and uneven bars, so it's quite similar. If Mustafina can get the beam, she's already got the bars. Although Minobe didn't win the all-around, that was Xiao Kang-jun 2 years ago, a couple of years ago, than Minobe. It was another Japanese on the bronze position, Mei Yamagishi, and Guan Wenli of China completing the podium 2 years ago. It would take a very, very brave man to say that Russia won't have 1 or 2 on the podium this time out.
Yes, it's going to be a fascinating competition. Dementieva, possibly the favourite. She's the 2011 European beam champion. She was reserved for the Olympic Games, just missed out on the Russian selection for that. And it'd be interesting to see Zhang Yelinzi. She finished with only a score of 13.7 in the qualifications, but I'm told she has a start score. She has previously shown a routine of 6.9 start score. And China have a great tradition on this apparatus. She may decide to go for broke today and put in all the difficulty, so let's watch out for her too.
Indeed, Dementieva, the top qualifier, ahead of Mustafina. But doesn't actually count for anything now. Run starts from 0. We're going to be getting underway in a few minutes as the women just complete their final warm-up. They know this piece of apparatus. They spend half their life on it, it seems, but still like to get a feel for this particular beam.
Yes, have to show a routine maximum of 1 minute 30, 90 seconds of work. If they fall from the apparatus, just 10 seconds to get back on again. And they have to show 8 most difficult elements, 5 acro moves maximum, 3 dance moves, and a certain amount of special requirements. The judges will be looking for connections of dance, split leaps, turns, acrobatic series, flighted elements, somersaults, and of course that important dismount to land, stay still. Gymnasts can amass combination bonus for combining difficult skills. And we're about ready now for our first gymnast.
That's right, and it's going to be Anna Dementieva for the Russian Federation. This is her big moment. Can she do on the beam? Dementieva is off.
Beautiful extension in that leap. Sheep jump Small adjustment, but excellent acrobatics. Combining jumps with acrobatic elements. Oh, she's off. Round off, straight back somersault. Shoulders slightly out of line. What a shame. Full spin, compulsory element. Qualified first, but she's not going to finish like that, I wouldn't think.
Really another wobble there.
Double pike somersault. But that fall will cost her.
The 19-year-old is Mustafina, her teammate, making the mistake.
Yes, perhaps another door's been opened for Mustafina and a 4th gold medal.
That really would be remarkable. There's lots of quality in this field. It's going to be Hyang Pak next up for North Korea. Minobe, the defending champion. But this is another apparatus that we can see surprises because it just needs one mistake, and there was one of them for a favourite to go out. We've seen that so many times.
Yes, any amount of nerves will show themselves up on the beam. Not like the vault where you can get rid of all your nervous energy by running and thumping the vault. This piece you have to be measured and calm.
Dementieva disappointed with that. And here is our next gymnast then, as I was saying, Hyang Pak. How will the judges get that? Diminutive at Dementieva, only 1m44. 6.1 for the D, 7.6 for the E, so it's a 13.725. Yeah, that's not quite a medal score. One never knows, but looks like it.
Yes, she's 1.5 marks down on her qualification score.
Costly error.
Green lights on for Hyang Pak of North Korea. Very difficult front somersault on the beam. Flick to one, straight back somersault combination. Walkover. Pak working well so far. No major wobbles. It's all about staying on in this final. She's looking controlled. Preparing for the dismount. Wow, round off flick, double pike somersault. Beautiful work. She'll be happy with that.
That really was impressive. Hyang Pak packing in some really difficult elements. No major mistakes. 18-year-old really keeping her cool.
Posted a start score of 6.0 in qualifications, and that was a good routine. I think she'll score rather more than the 13.9 that she got a few days ago.
Coached by Jongji Kim. I'm sure the North Korean coaching team will be pretty satisfied with what they've seen today. Look at that dismount, and could land just the tiniest of steps with the left foot, but really well done. Waiting for that score. It will surely be better than Dementieva, but how much better? Question.
This gymnast spending many hours of training up and down that beam.
So tough because the mistakes can come in. I remember the last Olympics when all the talk was of Dementieva and Ponor coming back and Komova, but they made little mistakes, or some way big mistakes. Gabby Douglas, much was talked about her. She went on to win gold on the floor, but it's one of those events that I've seen a couple of times when one makes mistakes and another one does, and they can creep in, and sometimes a solid performance can be enough. Let's see what happens here with the North Korean Hyang Pak.
Long deliberation from the judges.
Certainly is. It's a good sign or a bad sign for the gymnast. There is the scores coming through. It is 13.975. So it's actually 0.2 better than Dementieva.
Yes, a lower D score than her qualification, 5.7.
Sakura Noda certainly feels she has a chance. Good scores so far, but beatable. But remember, certain Mustafina still to come, but let's concentrate on Sakura Noda.
Adjustments so far. Head right back, losing sight of the beam. Oh, flick layout, put a little twist in at the end, couldn't control it. The chances are over. Now has to gather to finish off the routine with style. Beautiful free walk over there. Sheep jump. Beep for the final 10 seconds. 2.5 twists. The step to the side.
Up the fall means that Noda can't get anywhere near the score she's looking for. There's a Dementieva. And suddenly the noise level goes up because Aliya Mustafina. I wonder if this is the kind of apparatus, Paul, where you want the noise level to go up as you approach it. I mean, Mustafina's a consummate gymnast, she'll put it behind her, but maybe for a lesser gymnast, like the noise level to go down a bit. Let's last look at Sakura Noda.
Great focus, great concentration needed on this piece to almost block out the crowd in order to get through safely. So our first 3 gymnasts with a few mistakes so far. Nobody scoring above 14 yet. Waiting for somebody to perform a good routine, and our next gymnast may do just that.
Most of the finals so far, we've seen the winner go quite early, and there hasn't been too much suspense. I wonder if this might change things a bit with Mustafina to go, with Minobe to go. Yelinzi Zhang, don't forget Yelinzi Zhang to go. You're talking about the Chinese tradition, but for the moment, it's all about this woman, Aliya Mustafina. She's got 1, she's got 2, she's got 3 golds. Will she make it 4?
Cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, you wouldn't imagine the pressure that's on her. So Aliya Mustafina on the beam.
Capable of scoring over 15 points on this piece. Small adjustment there on the side somersault. Next leap, half turn, splits, 180 degree split required. Half turn into that forward handspring. Oh, how did she manage to stay on there? But she did, very important. Walk over, flick to one combination. Doing well to stay on this apparatus today. Now just the dismount to go. Big breath. Gathers. Double tuck somersault. She's safely through.
Great dismount. The crowd think that's a gold medal winning performance. One of her teammates do.
Could well be. Can't believe that spin.
Evgeny Grabionkin will be delighted with that. And this was the woman who was in hospital not so long ago. In the last couple of weeks, a really bad flu bug. They managed to get her fit in time for this. And any doubts about her fitness?
Look at this.
Look
spin.
at that. I mean, that's just amazing work. For nothing, it's called a balance beam, and the balance was top notch. The dismount, pretty much perfect. Didn't see much movement in the feet there. And that's got to be a 14 at least. So that will put her into the gold medal position. Aliya Mustafina didn't make the final in the Olympics last year.
It's 4 medals from the Olympic Games. Supreme gymnast all around.
She's having a wonderful week in Kazan. It's about 7:45 local time in Kazan. And finally a rare smile. We don't see too many smiles, but you know, she deserves it.
Every gymnast copes with the pressure of competition differently. Some are very relaxed, some are very focused. They all love their sport.
That's not over. She's still got the floor to come as well.
Absolutely.
Busy woman, is Aliya Mustafina. What will the score be, I wonder? How high above 14 with the great stars?
Minobe waiting to go. Triple gold medalist from Shenzhen 2 years ago. She wants to get some more.
Mustafina's score will come up in the next few seconds. The judge is deliberating.
I think Yelinzi, head judge, formerly of the Soviet Union, now working in Canada. An Olympic gold medalist herself from the Moscow Olympics.
Mustafina's bib number is 134. She's had 1, 2, 3. Will she have 4 gold medals? That might be quite an appropriate number for her. Aliya Mustafina. Nervy weight. The job is done. With a little wobble, but she stayed on the beam. The crowd just can't wait for this result to come through.
Very difficult for Minobe to be waiting so long.
There it is, 14.525. Way ahead of the pack for the moment, well up above that 14 mark. She'll be delighted with that. Yeah, that's a mark for the others. 6.1 was the D there, Paul.
Yes, Minobe scored 14.35 in qualifications, just a few tenths behind, so she's capable of doing this.
And the defending champion. Not going to give up that gold medal without a fight. She is Japanese.
Great start. Oh.
And that could well mean a gold for Mustafina. I know he's going to carry on, but that'll be costly.
Looking like flies on this apparatus today. Lots of errors. Only Mustafina managing to stay on so far. Unusual change of direction there, spinning one way than the other. Oh, 2 falls. What a shame. She really has to pull herself together now. Finish this routine. Preparing for the dismount. Should be pleased to finish this. The double pike somersault.
Minobe, she's not going to retain her gold medal, a 23-year-old. Been in the national team since all the way back in 2006, so she's been around the block. Fifth Olympic Games in 08. Part of that team, but those two falls will be very costly for the gymnast from the Asahi Seimi club in Tokyo.
It was a good start with that straight somersault, but just out of line on the side somersault, and again there.
But as you've said, Paul, there have been a few slip-ups from well, Pak, Dementieva and Noda, so it doesn't mean that she's out of the reckoning for a medal. Two falls is costly, though.
It's all about staying on, and it leaves the door open for the gymnasts that are about to go.
Maybe Ellie Black will go home with a medal, but she's got to stay on. There's a Minobe 12.55, though. It's not enough. So the defending champion, sad end to her routine on the beam. And indeed, we'll see her as well on the floor. So she's got a chance to pick herself up. Here's Ellie Black from Canada.
2 fourth places so far. Let's see if she can jump into the medals on this piece. Did well to recover there and stay on. Rather similar to Mustafina. Wow, pike front somersault. Great difficulty. Flick layout, a few wobbles. She's staying on. That's going to define the medalist in this competition. Safely through the side somersault. It's unseated so many gymnasts. She favours the front somersaults there. 2 somersaults, pike front and tuck front. Building her difficulty. Now preparing for the dismount. If she can get to her feet, she's in with a chance of a medal, I'm sure. 2.5 twist. She's through safe. Good job.
Maybe finally a medal then for Ellie Black, the rising star of Canadian gymnastics. Lots more of Ellie Black over the next few years, and she'll be delighted with that.
Scored 13.85 in qualification. She can get that way again. We'll put her into bronze medal position.
There you see, just staying on there. Look at that footwork. Coached by David Kikuchi up there in Halifax, Nova Scotia. That the dismount, which is pretty good stuff. That she enjoyed that. We've seen Ellie Black. She took floor and vault gold at 2012 World Cup in Osijek, Canadian champion. And certainly the best hope for Canadian medals here in Kazan. Just wait for her. It's Yelinzi Zhang next up.
Second place, 14.4 for Ellie Black.
Good score.
Next on beam, Yelinzi Zhang.
Talking about that great tradition from China, it was shown at the Olympics. They took a 1-2 in the balance beam in London with Deng Linglin and Xiu Lu quite comfortably, and that was, I remember that was a lot of mistakes creeping in from the big stars. We've seen that again now.
Great extension and flexibility tradition for these Chinese girls. Oh, beautiful work. 2 backflips and a somersault, not a wobble. A small one there on the full spin. Very difficult front somersault with half twist. Great leg separation on the splits. So far measured and controlled. Can she keep it going? Looking good so far, with just the dismount to go. Great work. Coach knows it.
Wonderful performance from Yelinzi Zhang. The Chinese may not have the quantity here, but they've got quality. Yelinzi Zhang. They took one silver 2 years ago in Shenzhen with Guanwen Li. And I wonder if this will be a silver medal performance or even better. Ellie Black is at 14.4. Mustafina 14.525. Certainly no major mistakes there, were there, from Zhang?
Yeah, she could be challenging Mustafina for the gold, I would say.
Great leap there. Teenager Yelinzi Zhang. This would be a huge win for her. She could beat Mustafina.
I'm sure it's a great feeling to finish a beam routine safely.
It's Ellie Black with a 14.4. Question of waiting for her now. We still have Pia Tolle left, but it's all about Yelinzi Zhang on what score the judges will give the Chinese gymnast. Bated breath. Remember, 14.525 is that magic score. Above 14.4, get her a silver.
She looks confident.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
15.150, comfortably so.
She upped the difficulty, 6.6. The only gymnast above 15 today, a deserved winner on the beam, with just Pia Tolle of Germany to go.
Zhang took the risk and it paid off. That was a world-class display. And the Chinese showing yet again how good they are on the beam. But there's still one to go. Pia Zoller, a last to go. General management student from Darmstadt in Germany.
Good combination. Flick layout. Looks like she's enjoying herself here. Good in those combinations, jumps and leaps. Working well. An unusual gainer, pike back somersault dismount. She's through safe. She can be happy with that.
Good work from Pia Tolle, and that rounds off the beam. See Tamara Koklova again. don't think that's quite medal material. Zhang is going to go home with the gold. And finally, Mustafina is denied. Well, I guess no one's perfect. And it's going to be that super performance from Yelinzi Zhang. Now, the D-score was 6.6. That's 0.5 higher than Mustafina. So, we thought might happen. It wouldn't be decided early, this one, the beam. Finally, Zhang, Mustafina Black, the top three for the moment. We're just going to wait on Pia Zola. But there's going to be our gold medal winner. Delighted she is.
Excellent result.
All those hours and hours of practice, concentration paying off. And China, the People's Republic, are going to go home with one gold at least.
Mustafina, maybe she'll be happy to have a change of colour for a medal.
That's right. Just to confirm, Zhang, Mustafina and Ellie Black does indeed get the bronze. Pia Tolle, 13.3. So Ellie Black, who was the nearly woman earlier on, does have a medal to show for her efforts, so well done to her. China, Russia, Canada, but again a Russian picking up a medal. Zhang, Mustafina Black is our top three. We get on to the men now. It's the parallel bars. And in qualifying, this was a Ukraine 1-2, 15.9 for Verniayev, 15.7 for Stepko. You've been saying this is a good championships for Ukraine, but for a coach, does it turn into a very good championship if you go home with a gold? They haven't had a gold so far. I guess that would be a bit unlucky if they don't go home with a gold. They'll want one here. They've got two good candidates.
Yes, they have the potential, certainly, and it would be a just reward for all of their efforts to take a gold medal. They're a great team. They're building well. I think they can figure very highly in Rio in a few years' time if they can hold everything together. But this parallel bar final, like vault, is a fantastic standard. 15.9, every single gymnast scoring above 15.3. All of them high in the sixes for their start scores. It's going to be a fascinating competition.